You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
And that, so I can transition into the question I was going to ask you earlier, is that, as a white guy in this culture, how difficult is it for you to, when you're writing and your creative process, being careful of not saying something that could come off racist? And of course it's battle rap, so saying something that don't come off as a pause. Like, how difficult is it for you to actually write and then try to stand on that stage in front of this type of crowd and deliver your shit? How difficult is it for you?
That's a good question. I mean, it's not like super difficult. I think the things where it's like, okay, how do I counterwrite a thing like me being white? And it's hard to do because it's very hard to kind of outdo that angle. It's like, yes, I'm white. This is black culture, and I just, for some reason, like, those angles don't really get old. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if I was in Snake Eyes' position, I'm like, the smart thing to do is to bring it up. I don't know how well it's going to do, like, on film, if people are going to kind of get tired of it. But I think in the building, it is a thing where it's like, yes, it's and so it's not incredibly difficult to navigate that, but it's kind of challenging.
Yeah, because it's like you want to cater to the crowd, but because you're white, you can't cater the way like, a black battle rapper could, mm-hmm. and say shit that they can relate to or understand, because you could come off being racist with it or shit like that. So I always say it must be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely, like almost every battle I've done, I've had a bar where I've run it by, people who are black, and mm-hmm. and I'm like that's great, but then I have to think like, well, you also know me. And so it's like, I have to think about how things are perceived by people that don't know me, and something's just clipped on the internet.
Right.
It's just me saying something where they're like, what do you mean by that?
Right.
So you definitely have to, I've definitely scrapped stuff for it, because I'm like, I just don't want that to be taken the wrong way. And I mean, almost everything I do though, there's gonna be some like percentage of people who are gonna take it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of learned to be like, I'm not gonna, that's just what's gonna happen,
Now, that's why I say, man, so far you've been doing very well. I mean, you've been doing the battles and not getting any backlash, so that's really good. Mm-hmm. You've been holding your own, so pretty good. And of course, earlier, man, I told you, man, like, I'm very impressed with the promo that you've always done. You know what I mean? I know, I just for the record, when I was telling you, you ain't even supposed to be here, you're supposed to be doing that, not saying that you weren't good. I said to myself after I left, I was like, did I sound like I was telling him he don't need to battle rap because he ain't good enough at that? Go at something else.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But yeah, because you're just so talented. Those promos, mm-hmm. clips that you be doing. That Snake Eye shit was probably one of the best ones.
Oh, thanks, man.
Really, really good, man. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem with the promos I'm starting to figure out is that I feel like it sets the bar so high, mm-hmm. for what people are expecting. Mm-hmm. And again, I had 2.5 weeks to write for this battle. And so, that is every single night for the most part. I am editing or filming, trying to make some promo video. And during the day, I'm trying to write. I could have taken that time that I've made the promo stuff to be writing more, but it's like, I don't know. I also hate long battles. I like 2:30. Like, right. In the contract, it's like 2-minute, 30-second rounds, and I just try to stick to it. And so, I think it is definitely finding the balance of working on the promos and the writing. But I feel like if the promos are really good, people start going, this is going to be the greatest battle of all time. And it's like, oh shoot, like, just keep the, because I think that it definitely happened with like the Sway battle to an extent. People mm-hmm. were just so, they're like, this is such a crazy promo. The battle's going to be way crazier.
Right.
And like, it's almost impossible to like try to live up to that. And so in some way it's disappointing. And that just sucks because you work so hard to kind of undermine your performance on the stage.
Right.
And so I think, like, I don't know.
Either way, man, I love the promo, love the battles too, man.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Anderson Burrus.
Yes, Burrus.
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 Burrus. My
yes,
man.
Sir.
Appreciate your time, brother.
So
Keep
much,
doing
man.
your thing, man.
Really appreciate that.
My man.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!